Gang, we got a brand new big merch alert. The 2025 edition of the Are You Garbage card game is now available at areyougarbage.com. It's 50 brand new questions to find out whether your friends or family are trash.
Yes, we also have Aunt Tootie's party packs available, which comes with an Aunt Tootie ashtray, shot glasses, beer koozies, Aunt Tootie coasters, and matchbooks, all available, areyougarbage.com. Limited supplies. Get them while they're there. They're going to go hot. See you.
Oh, baby.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Hey.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're good to be classy,
You.
or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash, trash, trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in a new edition. She just got a brand new wok.
Okay.
We're going to be having stir fry tonight.
Well, walk and roll,
Yeah,
baby.
very excited.
Okay.
She's loving it. She seasoned it up. She said it's going to be delicious.
Okay, great.
My co-host is coming at you from across the table. This is what we call a family episode. Just the boys, the bozos, and the homies.
Circle the wagons.
He is the CEO of Are You Garbage. He is an international businessman, and he's my best pal in the whole wide world. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. Now full video available on Spotify. And also, the 2025 Are You Garbage card game is on sale right now.
Yeah.
Gang. Go over to areyougarbage.com and get them while supplies last. It's a limited run, and they're going to be moving some units.
They go quick, and then everybody's bitching. Hey, where the cards at?
I know.
We can only make so many.
We're trying. Listen, last time, I mean, I don't own a manufacturing company in China, all right? It's not easy to make these
One day,
things.
we will.
One day, if I put my mind to it, I'll be making shirts or something.
Cards are a good time. You can play with the gang, play a little drinking game out of
No,
them.
legally not allowed to say drinking game.
Is that true?
It's just a game you can enjoy a beverage with. That's all I'm saying.
Find out who the trashiest person in your family and your friend group is.
Which we've heard from. I mean,
Put
this
them
is
to the test.
I think now this is the third version we've done.
The third edition, Kevin.
Third edition of it. And we first started, we were packing them. We were making them and packing them ourselves.
Bitney Pose we were using, weren't we?
What?
We were using
No, Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
We're a Stamps.com family.
Mhm.
And now we're working with somebody that does them for us, but this is the third one. Get them while supplies last. They go quick, gang.
Love you.
And also, they'll lead to a lot of fights, I've heard, at family parties.
Very
like,
nice.
You start playing, listen, you're a fan of the show, you think it's funny, you buy a deck, you go to, your nana's 90th your nana's 90th birthday party and start calling her a dirtbag. She don't like it, all right? I've heard she ain't a fan of it.
That's how we got Luke Combs on the show.
Yes.
Playing the card game.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you this. I had a little situation yesterday that reminded me of something very, very trashy.
Okay.
I was at a business. I made a purchase, okay? A very old school business. Some old school people behind the counter. I believe it was a mother and a daughter that worked there.
Okay. Can I ask you what kind of place this was and why you're being so vague about
I
it?
wasn't being vague.
You weren't being descriptive.
It's not really. It was a bakery.
Okay.
It's not important to the story.
Okay.
All right. I was picking up we were picking up a birthday cake for somebody the bird works with.
Okay.
I get a little thing of Irish soda bread too. It's fucking, what do you mean though?
Mm-hmm.
March. Okay. Anywho, the total came to $20.25. And the woman behind the counter goes, ooh, $20.25. That's an easy number. And then I go, you got to play that number tonight. And the daughter goes, I was just about to say the same
That's
thing.
a dirtbag thing.
Dude, we've been doing that. I got to play that number tonight. I
That's
got to play
big.
that number tonight.
Better
no
play
matter
that number.
what it is.
Yeah. Get
Catch
down to the lotto. Play that, and that's a daily number right there.
34-34. You got to play that.
We were a 31-34 family for a very long time.
Why?
My stepdad's race car numbers.
Wait, would that ever come up?
Oh, no.
Oh.
But that's why when I play roulette, I play 31 and 34 in honor of Bob.
Ah, there you go.
He's at the big Flemington Raceway in the sky, if you catch my drift. There's his helmet right there. Guy's a goddamn amateur local race car driver.
Hopefully he's on a heater up there.
He's smoking a heater. If I know him, he's got a heater cranked. A
Yeah.
Winston soft pack. Hey, that.
And
his Ford Ranger.
Anytime a number that like somehow had a rhythm to it or made sense,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna play that tonight.
Sure, that was big. And I used to sell those lottery tickets at the Acme. And, man, they would come in. And that's a whole language, and it took me a while to learn, the 34, 30. They'd come in, and they'd talk to you like you've been doing it, but I just started there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, let me get 34, 39 boxing straight daily pick number. And you're like, fucking. And I would print up tickets, and you can't undo those tickets. Back in the, I'm sure you can now, but back in the day, I had to buy the tickets at the end of the. Someone had to buy the tickets at the end of the day.
That was my brother's move back in the day, not to go for the big jackpot,
Go for the little one,
but the
daily number. They used to read it like 3 times. They hit you at 9, at lunchtime, and at dinner time.
the 4. What's it called?
The pick 4.
Pick 4.
I think.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably pick 4, pick 3.
big pick 4 guys. Big pick.
Because those jackpots were like $9 grand, $10 grand.
$5 grand. That's not crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do 2 a day. 1 at noon, 1 at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
It's just like, it's so funny when you think about it. It's just like old bookie shit. You know what I mean? It's like they're just running numbers and pumping dope. That's all that's all the PA
In
lottery.
your grandmother's neighborhood. No shit. It's
Uh-huh.
crazy. I always wanted to be one of the guys doing that.
What?
I'd love to know if anybody out there has ever done that. Let us know.
What?
Have you ever been the guy drawing the numbers on your local?
Do they still do that?
Yeah, they still do that. They still draw the numbers.
Yeah, well, sorry.
They get some broad or whoever,
Uh-huh.
somebody from some school. Or
I never understood how they just got one ball up there. That blew my. I would watch that like that was NASA technology.
big technology.
Uh-huh.
How you could fix that?
Uh-huh.
How you could know?
I don't think you can. I mean, maybe you can.
I called two
just
of
film that in the studio 3 days ahead of time.
When I was like 9 years old, I got 2 of them. We were all sitting there together watching it, and I got like 6 and 7 or something
You're
like
doing
that.
this like you're actually like talking. You're like 14.
For a second, my mom was on her feet. She was about to take me right down to Barnum and Bailey.
Throw holy water at you. The fat one's possessed.
Take me to an ATM, start guessing PIN numbers. All right. That's neither here nor there, gang. As I said, we're here for a family episode.
Uh-huh.
As you know, when you sign up for the old Patreon there, you could have your question read on the air by Kevin Ryan himself.
Whoa.
Former lottery winner.
You just won a new car.
You've never won, right?
The lottery?
Yeah.
Nah. I played scratchers when we were on a road out there in the Midwest. I believe in Wisconsin.
I saw them over there in the corner. You didn't fucking say nothing, by the way.
What do you mean?
You didn't tell anybody you were doing scratchers.
I wasn't going to scratch them in a car, a brand new car. That's how you get all the fucking dust off. I did them I did them in my whatever room before we left Wisconsin, my hotel room before we left Wisconsin.
Just so we all agree, okay? If you win anything on the road, we all split it. I think that's the gentleman's move.
What?
Yeah. Everybody. Anybody in the van gets
No, I
to
don't
split
agree
it.
with that.
Okay.
I think if one of the openers or Lukey or Ryan D's wins, I'm not taking their money. Luke's maybe, fucking Dempsey group.
All right. If we win, we'll share it with everybody.
You can share with everybody.
I'll share
I'm
with
taking my money.
But that goes for the losses, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What am I just? But listen, if we were all
You owe me
playing,
$6.
hold on. If we were all playing, that'd be one thing. But I'm the only one that ponied up $50 for $10 tickets. Nobody else is fucking. So what? I risk everything and everybody gets the reward. No, thank you. That's communism. All right. This is America. We practice capitalism. Put your money on the table. You want to enter the game? You want to buy $50 worth of scratchers? We can do that. But I ain't the only one buying scratchers and split my fucking prize. With my personal money, by the way. I tried to do it on a company card, but I got fucking nixed. That's content. We're shooting content.
Should do it on the company card. That way we could write it off or something like that.
Listen, I tried. That's when I realized I didn't have my company card, which I still cannot find, by the way.
Great.
I thought it was in here. It is
Whoever
not.
has it, I hope you're having a good time.
No, I froze it this morning.
This morning? That was like 2 weeks ago.
I've had a busy couple of weeks. What do you want? My wife's pregnant. What do you want from me?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Quit screwing
let's friggin' get into it here. Okay, this is from Anthony, our $10 homie here. Never had one ride. Kid can't spell. What?
Anthony.
What's our thoughts on paying the restaurant bill in all cash? We know about tipping in cash is classy, but what about paying the entirety of the bill in cash? I recently went out to eat with my family for my mom's birthday, and I paid a $350 tab in all 20s and 10s. Felt like the waiter was looking at me like I sold drugs. Left a $50 tip, though. How you doing?
Give me that $3.50 bill, $50 tip.
I think that's under 20%.
Yeah. Anthony, what are you doing?
That might have been. It might have been a $300 bill, but that's still low. I think.
Crunch
right?
those numbers. Give them the benefit of the doubt. $300 times 0.20.
That's under because $20 would be 60. 20% would be $60.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Whoa. How'd you do that fast?
I can spot lottery numbers too.
Extra,
It's just $20. What's 20% of 100?
I don't know. What's 20%?
No. Let's walk through it. What's 20% of 100?
20.
Okay. How many hundreds are in 300?
3.
So what's 3 times 20?
60.
There you go. You did it.
It's a long way to go to find out Anthony's a cheap son of a bitch.
They don't fucking Anthony. I think you're a great guy, and I'm happy you never had one ride.
And the tip notwithstanding, and plus we don't know all the details, so we don't want to trash you. But
It's a little too late for that now. You're dragging his good name too
the
much.
server shouldn't have gave you a funny face. That's what they want. Listen, every single restaurant in the world, if they could get by doing cash only, they would. Every server, every restaurant owner, cash only, they would love that. Because the best restaurants don't take reservations and are cash only.
I'd push back on that now.
Not at all. Not at all. Those old school joints. When you,
I'm not saying I'm listening.
When you can do just
hold
cash.
on. Oh, wait, you're moving the goalpost. Which I allow you to do. But you said the best restaurants in the world or the country or wherever don't take reservations or cash. I'd have to push back on you.
You mean like as far as like Michelin and all that kind of stuff?
Just the best the restaurants we go to that we really enjoy, that we think are the best, take reservation. Or they definitely take credit cards.
A lot of old school.
Dude, I haven't paid cash in a fucking restaurant bill in cash in fucking 10 years.
Because they can't get away with it.
Okay, so
a lot of old school places.
Old school's different than the best.
That are good. That are really good.
Okay.
They do that because they can get away. They don't need to do credit cards.
I completely agree with you.
Because people will still show up.
I completely agree with you.
All right, thank you. So, Anthony, fuck that guy.
No, I listen. I do get
what 10s and 20s.
Tens. This is what it's saying. You're just arguing a different point. 10s and 20s is a tough look.
10s are bad. The 20s are okay.
10s are somehow more crackhead than a 5. Because a 5 means you had money before and had the break. You can get a 10 out of an ATM. That's a tough look.
That's crazy. But I used to have to find ATMs that did 10s.
Shout out to 17th and Diamond in North Philly. I would go take out $10 and spend $5.50 on a chicken cheesesteak, salt and pepper on the fries, Poppy. And a large Diet Pepsi. That's where my love affair for Diet Pepsi
$4.50 in your pocket.
Yeah, pack of heaters. Maybe I get you halfway to a pack. If I had another $1 left over from before,
sure.
That's a pack of heaters. Pack of heaters is probably $5.50 back in the day.
Yeah, trying to find. It's funny because the nicer banks, when you go to an ATM at like the bank, yeah.
How do you want this? And that's math I can't do quick.
Well, it figures it out for you.
Yeah, it'll just give it to you. Yeah, I know. But, like, it's like, do you want – I had to take out I had to pay someone off the books.
Luke?
No, somebody. What are you talking about? What are you in my business for?
Was it me?
I'm doing a comedy bit here.
Let's go.
And I had to take out a couple hunch.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, because I don't like walking around with hundreds because you can't use them for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
My cash is tips to people.
Mm-hmm.
A 5 here, there, 20 here. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Fucking Henry Hill all of a sudden.
Chicken Parmesan, keep them coming.
But I was paying somebody $200. I wanted to give them hundreds. That's a gentleman's bill.
Hundreds.
Sure.
Tens
are grime time.
But isn't it funny that
that's a pretty good time. It's grime time.
Isn't it funny?
New shirts coming soon. Grime time.
How they used to look down on people that would go to ATMs like me, have to go to the ATM, try to get $10 out of it, try to find an ATM with 10s. Now the nice banks, they're
I know, but I don't
away.
think you're not just taking out $15.
Sure.
You're taking out a couple hundred because now I think it's more appointment. Before you used to have cash. Now people are going, oh shit, I don't have any cash. I need $70 to give to my roommate. So they're letting you get that $70.
Right.
Before you're going, I just need cash. I'll go break it, but whatever. Now it's going, come here, get cash, because we'll give you exactly what you're looking for, because nobody just needs $80. You need 75.
What'd you just have in your mouth there?
I don't know.
Piece of hair?
Something.
Freak show.
What do you mean? I got a piece of hair in my mouth. I trimmed my pubes earlier, then sucked my dick. Call that wetting my whistle. This guy's all over me today.
Softening
You're like Brian Scalabrine.
softening the reed.
What?
On the saxophone.
Sure.
Throw you music
I
lovers
think it's
out
in my
there.
microphone.
Okay.
Anthony,
great question.
Yeah, I like painting cat. I do agree that if you want to come listen, paint with it. In America, that's legal tender. Paying fucking pennies. That's a dickhead move, but that's your legal right as an American. I would. 10s is a tough look. As you know, that's why he wrote in. If you can, level up, 100s, whatever. If you can. I like that move.
You say stop at a bank and say, hey, can
Yeah, but then it's like, fuck it. Give him the 10s. Fuck that guy. He's getting the cash.
Fuck that guy.
He's getting a 12% tip. Fuck him.
I always get funny looks if I have to do that. If I go to, because Navy Federal, it's hard to find a branch. Hard to find a branch. But if I go to another bank, take out money, and then go inside and be like, hey, I had to do that for a wedding not that long ago. Because the ATM only gave 20s. I wasn't going to give 20s. And I went in, I was like, hey, can you change this for 100s?
What'd they say? They're looking at holding it up in the light and stuff.
I'm pretty sure I gave my cousin a handful.
It is what it is.
Of 20s.
20s are good now. You need 20s. I'm a 20s and 5s guy.
I gave it to the groom with no envelope. I was like, here, this is for you guys.
Oh, that's a dirt.
It was like I handed him a little grenade. He's like, thanks. I'll put it in the box.
Keep that for you.
But as a former server, I can tell you this. There ain't nothing better when somebody hands you a thing full of cash and says, do you need change? No. Boom. Out the door. You doing all right, Ant?
Yeah. You're a good kid.
Kip, let's tell him about Soul.
Ooh, shout out to Soul, gang.
Gang, do you need a little help falling asleep out there?
I know I do.
Sure, we all do. How does bad sleep affect you? That's a big question. It affects you the next day. You're tired, you're cranky, you don't want to deal with anybody. How about a little nightcap, little gummies to help you get to sleep?
Take the edge off.
Dude, you heard us talking about Soul's out of the office gummies. Now get Soul's nightcap. Put you to sleep, get a nice night's sleep, wake up the next day feeling fantastic. And just a little side note, they got the seltzers. I had one of those. They were fantastic.
They've been nice enough to send us their whole product array. Shout out to the nightcaps. Now, a little bit to take the edge off. Listen, everybody out there, you're stressed. You're trying to make ends meet. You're crushing coffees. You're doom scrolling. I'm in bed just like boop, 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 just thinking the end of the world's coming.
Sure.
Everybody needs a little something to take the edge off, and with the Soul Nightcap, it can do that. It's like herbal tea and soft pajamas. The THC and melatonin and Soul's Nightcap gummies work together to promote deep restorative sleep. THC helps prepare your mind and body for bedtime, helping reduce anxiety, stress, and pain so you can go to sleep faster and stay asleep longer. At the same time, melatonin signals your body's internal clock that it's time to sleep, ultimately helping to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. And Soul's Nightcap gummies contain CBN and CBD so you sleep deeply and wake up without feeling groggy.
There you go.
Last but not least, everything is absolutely delicious. Every bite is packed with blueberry lemonade to put you sweet in your sweet dreams, Daddy-O. So tell that poor crappy sleep goodbye and good night. Head to getsoul.com. Use the code GARBAGE for a 30% off your order.
Whoa.
That's 30% off your order using code GARBAGE. One last time, getsoul.com. Use the code GARBAGE for 30% off that.
Gang, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yes.
As a lot of you know out there, Uncle Hank has started a mental health journey. Okay? Feeling better, feeling good, got some tools to work on, some things that I need to work on, and I'm telling you right now, that journey wouldn't have begun if I didn't start with BetterHelp.
Yes.
BetterHelp can actually change your life. Whether you got something big going on, something small going on, you get to talk to a licensed therapist from the privacy of your own home.
Yes, let's talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save an average up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and on time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. And with online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense. Can help you with anything from anxiety, if you got an anxiety disorder, to everyday stresses. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. I'm happy to say I very recently restarted talk therapy. Big fan. I went without it for a while. Everybody needs it. It's such a good, so nice to have a sounding board. They have over 30,000 therapists. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform and has served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient. You can join a session at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time, which is a very big key point. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/garbage to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/garbage. Do it. Yeah. Now back to the show. All right, this one's from Tombo. What's up, $10 homie, longtime bozo. Ever been on a school bus on the highway? And I don't mean for a field trip. I mean sitting in commuter traffic on the interstate to get to third grade. Man.
I didn't really think about that. The bus never really went on the highway
Unless
unless you were like going up.
And that was a big day. If you were going on a field trip on fucking Tuesday, you were talking about that on the Friday before, being like, we're going 9. I would probably go down Woodhaven, get on 95.
Sports were different. We used to take it all the time, but man, back in grade school, yeah, it was always a different bus too. I feel like they put you in a little bit better bus if you were going down to the city or getting on the highway.
Ours was the same. Ours, listen, I'm much of a dirtbag. I was in charge of logistics back then. I knew that if you were going over 2 hours, you got a star bus. Because they had a bathroom on them. Otherwise, you'd have to, all these kids be pissing their pants. A bunch of 8-year-olds have to tie
What's a star bus?
Yeah, that's the brand, Star, STAR.
Like you'd be on like a Chinatown bus?
Yeah, with a bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, if you were going more than 2 hours. Dude, think about it.
Why would you be going more than 2 hours on a school day?
We went to Lancaster. We went to Harrisburg. Went out there and got some pies.
Huh.
Watch those idiot Amish people walk around. Take pictures of them.
I don't know if I've ever been on a bus like that.
Really? Yeah, we had to pay. They cost you, too. They were like $50 a head.
Maybe our 6th grade camping trip, we took one of those.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we drove up with the teachers in cars. That doesn't sound right. Yikes.
That sounds like a molestation.
I don't remember a lot of it either. Were you a safety back in school?
Yeah,
in grade school? You were. You were on the
You
job,
had
huh?
to.
You had to.
All 6th graders did it, yeah.
I didn't qualify.
Or maybe not everybody.
I had flat feet.
I remember. And a fat ass. Boy's got a dump truck on him.
I didn't pass the psych profile.
You're in there, you got a gun to your head. You're like, listen, Doc, you ain't never seen shit like this. Hey, listen, buddy. I served two tours out by the buses. I've seen some shit.
They took my badge away.
I remember as a fat kid,
Nobody listening to you.
No, I did. I was a
What,
hard
you
ass.
chase me? Those kids were always dicks.
So we had, I don't know what you guys had, but we had it was like I'd never seen anything, only the safety bag.
It was an orange thing that went like that,
and then
it
wrapped,
went
it
around.
clipped and wrapped. Did you ever see that? Imagine like
Yours didn't.
Well,
You wore yours like a gangster wears a tie hanging down.
I've never expressed this to another soul. I was so nervous that it was not going to fit. Starting in 4th grade. So for 2 whole years, I was like, man, I'd be looking. That was like my summer bod. Like I was trying to get my beach body. I was like, by 6th grade, I'm going to lose the weight and be able to fit.
You need a seatbelt extender for your safety strap?
But for whatever reason, the fucking fat kid gods looked down upon thee, and they had a big box of them, and they were. I think I had tried one on. I got my hands on one. I went to an Army Navy store, or whatever, or probably tried my brother's on or something. And mine, for whatever, they were just going through randomly out of a box, and the one I got was slightly different and bigger.
Uh-huh.
And man,
A little different shade of orange.
it was a little lighter orange, not that deep orange, not that deep Tropicana we're talking on. And man, it clicked. Oh, you couldn't tell me shit. And I had a great post. I was down outside so the buses come up.
Officer Eyebrows over here.
I really thought I was on the job. I was talking, hey, Dylan Pinkerton. He was our adopt a cop. Fat motherfucker.
Would you put your plate in your bulletproof vest? Or just...
No, but I would be cool, and I would take the cool kids didn't have it around here.
Uh-huh.
The cool kids had it around the waist.
Sure.
And then let like the hoop drag down like a chain, kind of like a chain wallet.
You do ankle gun or right here?
I did. I did.
Serpico style?
I did sold off around the back. Fucking spin it around. What'd you say, punk? Get on the bus. I'm chewing gum. What'd you say? I don't want any fucking trouble today.
It's in the trees, Johnny.
I had a great post, dude. Because you got out of class a little early.
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I mean,
It
was probably 2.5, but I had to get down to my post. You know what I mean?
Cash in your pension.
Had to relieve the cop who was on duty. You know, I'm sitting in an old like Monte Carlo, like a stakeout. I got a cup of coffee on the dash.
You got a new guy with you. Aren't we going to the office? You're in the office, baby.
I didn't know you
Smash
get wet.
Mouth starts playing.
I didn't know you get wet. I dipped your chicken fingers in sherm.
How's your Spanish? Huh? Better learn that shit. Motherfuckers be out here plotting on you. Kidding. Shit, man.
But I was right next to the buses. So when my bus pulled up, 73 Purple or whatever it was, I would be the first guy on the bus. Backseat, posted up.
Wait, why? Shouldn't you have? You were supposed to let everybody on. Make sure.
Until your bus comes, then I'm off duty. I gotta get my cool guy seat.
You didn't finish the job and let everybody get on the bus, and then you get on, like a good leader would. No. And then you say to the bus driver, "Let's go."
First of all, I was 10. I was talking about a good leader. I was fucking 10 years old.
Should have said.
I helped all the little kids get on a bus. Hey, get on there.
Probably going through their lunches.
Your sister, I was a nice guy. Sister asking about me. Tell her I got a good job, good post.
20 years, good bennies, huh? You know.
I gotta be out. We could go move to Boca or something. I remember praying that fucking band would fit for years. I was so nervous.
I imagine like future Kippy coming in and like it's like a 30-year-old Kippy handing you the belt. Like, John Connor.
You're good, kid. You got to eat all the tater tots in the cafeteria.
I was always nervous about the pennies when it was penny day in gym.
We didn't really mess with the pennies.
Whoa,
we got
were
lucky.
Big.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you look like you look like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag wearing a penny.
Tough because it would pull up.
It
your
rides
teeth.
up, yeah.
Woo!
No good. They always smelled like dog dick. Yikes. Hey, buddy. I can't be going down to the squad room smelling like a bum's nutsack.
I know, dude. You would pull those things out of the box and be like, "Hey, Mr. Smith, did you keep this in your asshole last night? These things stink."
But yeah, big bus seat, loved it. It couldn't tell me shit. That was the coolest thing to me, being a bus safety, having a job. I always just wanted a job. Go to work with my dad. Ever tell you I was on a shutdown. I was working at a hotel. Did I ever tell you that? I'm about 10 years old. I'm maybe younger. I got a new pair of jeans. It was around Christmas time. I got a new pair of jeans. I never told you this. I got a new pair of Carpenter jeans. I thought I was in the Union, and me and his boy Jerry
got a Hello Kitty pen stuffed in the.
Me and his boy, I had brand new work boots, and they had to do a shutdown they had to replace a T or something, replace a fitting.
So you mean shut down the water in
Shut
the
down
whole
the
place?
water of a hotel.
Okay.
Overnight.
Is it active?
Yeah, but you got to do that overnight.
Active crime scene?
You got to do that overnight.
Uh-huh.
Drove downtown. Coolest thing. I got a coffee. Hit the Wawa at like 8 p.m. Got a coffee. French vanilla.
At 10? What?
At p.m.?
No, you were 10 years old?
Yeah, I would do the French vanillas from the machine at the Wawa. There's my dad called it, go get your foo-foo drink.
You can't give a kid 10-year-old coffee at 8 o'clock at night.
Also, you're missing the point. I was going down to work. With fucking pipe fitters.
Small hands, you could climb through the pipes.
He sent me, tie a rope around me, send me through to clear it like a rat. Clearing tunnels like Vietnam.
I'll see you on the other side.
Save my chicken fingers for me. I'll be back in about an hour.
I just hear a loud bang 2 seconds after you go in there.
Also, I like it. That was just hot chocolate to us.
That's coffee.
I'm not listening. The 90s were a wild time.
Those
dude.
machines are
Since
trash.
1996, I'm going to work. I'm going to work a shutdown. I'm not even getting paid time and a half.
Did he pay you?
He probably gave me like $40.
Why were you?
$50.
What? He had nothing to do with you?
What?
He couldn't leave you?
No, I think he picked me up at my mom's. I wanted to work. That was cool. What are you talking about?
Was it a school night?
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe.
Probably dragging ass.
Probably.
At the bus stop tomorrow.
It probably was. Maybe I had off or something, or I don't know.
Typical,
I got dressed. I remember he picked me up. I remember he picked me up. It was dark and cold as shit.
typical cop. You're moonlighting, then you're dead ass the next day on your shift.
That's right.
Huh? Doing a little nip, taking a little nip to keep it going. Bad lieutenant.
I remember he told us we weren't allowed to have lunch because you're not worth shit when you come back. Yeah, no, I don't know. I went down. It was me, him, and this dude Jerry that worked for him. And we had to take out a huge it was like a water main. We had to take out a huge 90 or put in a new a new valve or something. And I remember my boots were too clean. They were brand new Timbs or something. They weren't Timbs. Brand new fucking boots, you know?
Oshkosh, I would assume.
Yeah, you're probably
As a 10-year-old.
You're probably not wrong. And I was trying to make them dirty just so I fit in with the other construction workers. I was there like scruffing them up with like a file or whatever, you know what I mean? Be like, yeah, you know, it's just working at the city hall. They fucking, you know, work's never done there. I'm down there at the new Comcast building, yeah.
I'm actually 26. I've been smoking a long time.
How you guys doing? Yeah. I remember just being in the basement of this fucking hotel downtown for, you know, till 7 a.m. or whatever.
Well, that sounds safe.
That's where I learned my work ethic.
For a child.
And I remember they gave either my dad or the guy Jerry a parking ticket.
Sons of bitches.
And that's when I heard that was like guy down here trying to earn a fucking living.
Hey, you don't got to tell me, Jerry.
And it was, you know what I mean?
You guys know I'm on the job,
It
right?
was like life ain't. I think that's when shit started going south for my dad. Your life ain't hard enough. They got to get you a fucking parking ticket.
Jerry?
Down here earning an honest living, trying to pay child support. Got alimony at the fucking pay taxes.
Try wrangling these animals at the bus stop, Jer. My supervisor don't get it. You know, I keep telling him. He's threatening to take my badge away.
I got my safety.
2 weeks, no pay.
Yeah, I just wanted a job, and so being a safety was like. Finally, my dad was proud of me. I started working. At, I guess I was 12. And he would pay me because I was working. I made $5 in tips a night, Thursday night, Santo Palato. He'd break me off for like a 10 or a 20. Be like, hey, you go, you're working, you're good kid, there you go.
This is after you were done being a safety.
This is the year after safety, yeah. Got a taste of the good life, you know what I
Sure.
mean?
Retired. Got your gold watch, you got out.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You know the important thing about being a safety? Getting
Kids.
home alive every night.
Sure.
That's all that matters.
That was probably prime Slim Fast and Pretzel Kippy, too. I was going home, going on a tear. Denise wasn't home. She's working second or third shift.
Put your gun up in the cabinet so the kids don't get it. Sit down.
Shut up, you! Screaming at my brother and sister. Must be nice just to go to fucking school and not have to work. Trying to watch TRL, the new...
Slug a Cuddy Stark.
Watch the new Marshall Mathers fucking video. Oh, golly gee willikers.
Okay, kid.
This is from Rafe Leota. Is it garbage to rip a heater while you're praying? Ooh, you are not praying to me. I could be wrong. You ain't going. That's not an Our Father. That's for the love of God, please hope my breath doesn't smell like booze. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's for the love of God. I hope my warrants are cleared up or
I
whatever.
think the two of them go hand in hand.
What?
If you're praying, you're smoking.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I respect it.
All right, this one's from Kippy's Holy Socks, which I never addressed publicly. On the Patreon, when we were in Austin, apparently I had a hole in my sock, and I had my feet up on the coffee table, and I got ridiculed.
I've never brought this up to you.
Yeah?
You do have holes in your socks more often than...
We've talked to Hans. He gets the socks. They're rolled up. I just pick them up. I don't look. I throw them out. And then when I'm looking, I don't fucking... I mean, I'm
Okay.
sure listen, if I'm putting my socks on and I'm already dressed and I see, like, a hole in my sock,
Uh-huh.
that's still going on. Especially if I got one on already.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's going on.
I'm with you.
I don't know what to tell you. Is it garbage to move back in with your dad at age 40 when he just remarried his new wife who is 38? She
Whoa.
cannot love that. So you got to figure, let's say the dad's 20 years older. So the dad's,
Give me 65.
I'll give you 65.
Dad's 65. broad's 38. Congratulations.
Uh-huh. Shout out to your dad. I would assume maybe that the dad has some money, but then why doesn't the kid have, like, if the dad had money, I'd go, buddy, you're not moving in, me speaking, personally.
I'll get you an apartment.
I'll get you on your feet. You know what I mean? Or if there's enough money that there's somebody who's gold digging.
Right.
38's not really gold digging, though.
No.
That's like, hey, I just fucking like you.
Sure.
You know? It's not like she's 21 and he's fucking 65.
She's 2 years. My dad's new wife is 2 years younger than me, and I'm living there. Listen, you know how I feel about that. So, family's family. You don't have. You shouldn't have any. Listen, the kid might be jammed up. Just you're restarting. Not like he's gonna be there forever.
You don't know that though. She don't know that either. Guy's a fuck up. Back at 40.
Well, she's mom now.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, that's garbage. That's a tough look, dude. I would, hopefully you got a basement with a second entrance or something.
There you
can
go.
Fucking get a little bit of space. I don't know your relationship with your dad. I don't know your relationship with her, but she cannot be thrilled about that.
Take the summer, see what happens. That'd be my thing. Take the summer, get your feet under you, save a couple of bucks. Plus, find out if she's cool with it. If she is, ride that out.
Sure. Yeah, maybe she's like, I got a homie my age here. This guy's fucking snoozing at 5:30 p.m., eating prunes all day. I got,
Yeah, that might be a bad situation.
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
That's how your videos start.
All right, let's see. This is from Jess B. $10 homie. Is it garbage that I had my pregnancy announcement at dollar beer night because my whole family is already there and it's just easier? Whoa. Your whole family's getting together for dollar beer night. That's a good family. That is a knock around good. There's some beefs. Uncle Den don't like Uncle Steve. Steve Jr.
They don't talk.
Something. You're hanging out at dollar beer night. That's a fucking bumpy family, but they're thick as thieves. They're
Stick
in it
together.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll fucking put this all aside. I'll go. We're just not hanging
Why are
out.
you assuming there's an argument?
What?
Because they're at dollar beer night together?
Yeah. I mean, a family that drinks together does not come out unscathed. Nobody's getting drunk at dollar beer. I mean, if you're consistently at dollar beer night.
There's problems.
Do I got to spell it out for you?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I drink with everybody in my family a lot.
And there's tension.
There's tensions. You know what I mean? Not at all times, but things happen.
Listen, I know I might not see you at Thanksgiving because you don't talk, so I wanted to tell you here, Teresa's pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Salute.
Hey, you're assuming they're Italian. Hey, just taking shots.
Now, Uncle Den, pick up the tab, huh? I would assume they're Irish or Polish. The Polish like a cocktail.
They do.
But yeah, that's good. That's all right. I mean, I respect it. I respect the family dynamics. That's all I know, and I appreciate that. I've learned to appreciate it in my elder life.
Now, where's this dollar beer night shot?
Man, nothing's fucking better than dollar beers. It's like
That's draft, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Bud Light.
Mm-hmm. I mean, back when I was in college, a lot of college bars were doing it. Dollar beers.
That's different. Yeah.
Dollar Bud Light bottles. The one place used to do.
That's pretty good bottles.
Yeah. And
That
we'd
ain't
go
bad.
up because there'd be like 10 of us. It'd be packed. And we'd be in like a back corner of the table. And somebody'd be like, I'm going to get beers. And at this point, you're double fit. Everybody's just fucking,
Getting fucked
because
up.
you got 2 hours to get these in. You know what I mean? They go back to fucking $4.50 afterwards. And I ain't got it.
I told you, I only had a 10 on me. Spent $5.50 on the chicken parm.
So they would give us cases. They'd keep a case for it. And so you'd go like, hey, and they go, yeah, it's $24. You order 24 beer. Because by the time you take everybody's order, one guy's going up. It's impossible to get to the front because it's packed. You're going, I need 18 beers or whatever. So we'd just get a case, and they would just hand you. You'd walk back through
Like
the
a Hulk? Like the
it
kid.
would still be unopened. Instead of him picking up 20 beers.
Was
and
it cold?
Yeah.
Wow.
Instead of him going like, here you go, opening 20 beers. You go, fucking, just take it.
That's pretty good.
I know, I trust you guys. You're in the back.
That
was the coolest I've ever felt in my life. Shout out to, I think it was called not the draft, it was the Pub Web, it was called.
That's a spot that plays ball.
They had just opened. And we went in kind of early. Like
Probably closed soon after.
Sure, I don't know if they're still, can you see if they're
Shut
still
down.
open? Pub Web, Temple's campus. Probably on Cecil B. Moore Street.
Cecil B. Moore.
Cecil B. Moore. That's how they used to say it on the subway.
2 B's?
No, 1 B. Cecil B. Moore.
You don't know who Cecil B. Moore is?
Pub Web, 2 B's.
Yeah, Pub Web.
Still banging.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What kind of specials they banging out there? We should go down. Everybody, I probably get a hero's welcome when I come back there.
Menu highlight, their wings. That's the name of the wings.
Their wings.
Their wings.
They banging any promo? Any beer promos?
And who's DJing tonight?
They do. They used to do comedy. They started doing comedy there, I heard. There was like an upstairs, but there wasn't when I started. We went in. It was like their first night open. The guy's like, yeah, we just opened. It was empty. So we got,
Familiarize
got nice with
yourself.
the bartender. I remember playing 7-Eleven doubles on the bar. There was like 3 people in there.
That's what you got to do. You got to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, so we came. Hey, then it got hot. Then they started the dollar beer nights. But I'm old hat.
Goddamn legacy.
I've been here for 3 days.
What do you got, Luke? Anything fun coming up?
It seems like they classed up the joint. I don't know if they're doing dollar beers anymore.
Man.
Hey, I get it.
They made all that money off of you.
$7 cheesesteaks on Fridays.
That's probably pretty good for Philly nowadays.
Yeah.
$7 cheesesteak on Friday. Get you in early. Go in there for the lunch.
Taco Tuesday, $5 taco basket.
I like the sound of that.
That ain't bad.
Love a bar taco.
Yeah, I love all bar food.
And you get a drink with purchase.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
There
4
you go.
cheesesteaks, 4 beers. Let's go. Run it back, daddy-o.
Dollar cheesesteak night.
All right, this one's from Kippy Pulled the Goalie. $20 sucker here, never have one read. Is it garbage if you and your buddy are politely asked not to come back to the Boy Scouts because our dads brought a cooler of beer and a TV to watch the World Series on an overnight trip? This is about 1995, had rabbit ears going in the woods.
That's fucked up.
I mean, listen.
The beers I get.
No. I'm fine with all of it. I get why you weren't allowed back. That's not what the Boy Scouts is.
I'm making the kids responsible for that. The fuck was he supposed to tell his dad not to drink? He's a kid. The dad's not coming back. Sure, I get it. But you're punishing the kids?
I got to be honest with you. Dad's drinking in the woods, bringing the TV out. The guy listens to the show now. They made the right call.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know what I mean? Also, who knows, buddy? You might have dodged a couple of bullets.
Yeah, no kidding.
Might be involved in a class action lawsuit.
Can't miss the World Series.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why, but I feel like this is in Chicago for some reason.
Yeah.
Like it's the fucking Cubbies or, something.
For sure.
It's some diehard legacy team where you're like,
It's a bunch of young kids. They probably wanted to watch it too.
I know, but they're supposed to be learning how to start a fire and
You
build
do that shit, start a fire, get the hot dogs going, throw the goddamn game on.
I'm on your fucking side here. Listen, I'm on your side. But they got to do like the basket. They got to do all kinds. They got to earn their badges out there. Ain't not recreational. Learn it. It's educational.
Got money on the game.
I never got the Boy Scouts ever.
Me neither.
My mom was like, no way. I pitched it at one point. She's like, oh, you get a pocket knife and a whatever. She was like, nah,
I didn't get it.
not for me.
I liked all that stuff. I think I used to read Boy's Life or something like that, or whatever that
you
magazine was.
Got it.
Whatever that magazine was. Or my cousin had it or something like that. He might have been in the Boy
Playgirl?
Scout. Yeah,
Mike
he's
Concho? Pull my butt
a
apart.
mustache and a little chest hair.
This one's just cute. This is from Uncle Soppy. Is it garbage that our 7-year-old talks garbage speak? She always calls her little brother bonkos or screwballs. Also asks for a screaming Mimi when she wants a cold Sprite. Listen, you got a good kid on your hands there. That's all I got to freaking say about
screaming Mimi.
All right, let's see. This one's from Cody. $10 Afternoon Farmer. I forgot about Afternoon Farmer. I ever made a day out of going to the airport to watch the planes land?
Jesus.
I get that, though, a little bit.
That was a very big...
As a kid.
Yeah, that was a very big thing in, 80s movies. Go and lay on the hood of the car at the end of the runway. That would be cool.
And no fucking Facebook or nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, you got to fill the time somehow.
Make out.
Also, too, I think the access was a lot more unfeathered back then than it is now.
Yeah, you can't fucking get anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Rightly so.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't mind
Never
that.
forget.
I don't hate that. That's just the same as driving around and looking at houses.
There was I think it's arguably cooler, especially like if you got a kid, say you got you like trains or whatever. Say you got a kid who likes planes. What?
I do like trains.
I said you like, too. I didn't even include the present tense.
I do like trains.
I know. It'd be weird if you just, like, went to the fucking subway and just started staring at them.
I like subway. I like real trains.
Go tell a subway conductor that ain't a real fucking train.
Union Pacific,
see if-
Canadian Pacific, the Santa Fe. I like those.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry, guy.
Cargo haulers, coal trucks.
Okay.
That's what we used to have. Canadian Pacific was great. That's a nice passenger set.
Sure.
Lying out.
Either way, I mean, you're talking toys. What if a kid likes plane? But also, if you go to a small airport, watch the Cessnas all day long. That's probably pretty cool.
Yeah, I give
Get
you
a
that.
little more. There was one by my dad's. There was an airport by my house my dad rented when they first got divorced that was like next to the road. I mean, it was like a landing strip.
Little crop duster.
And they had the telephone poles with remember the balls on them? Like the big red ball, the big yellow ball. It looked
No.
like a beach ball on the telephone pole. Because that was like they'd come in fucking that let them know that there was wires there.
Oh.
And I remember you would see planes land and take off from like me to Luke. And no fucking fence, no nothing.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, it was sick as shit. Every time we drove by, I was like, had my fucking head out the window looking
I'm all
for
about it.
Fucking,
We used to drive by the Philadelphia Naval Yard. Look at all the ships. I used to love that.
Sure.
Just sitting there.
Mm-hmm. There was the there was the armory on
We just talked about this.
Yeah.
That was the best.
the armory on the boulevard.
The fucking tank,
They
tank
had
or
just
some.
fucking big Humvees, those big like water, just everything. Shit you saw in Desert
Love
Storm,
that.
just like all along the side.
The Intrepid's nice in New York. You come to the city, go check out the Intrepid. It's pretty sweet.
I remember we went to go to a boxing match one time at the armory. I was
What?
mad young. There was like an amateur boxing match.
Who, you and Jerry? You guys became fast friends.
No, it was me, my dad. It was like, it was like,
A boxing match.
yeah.
What is he, fucking Doug the Head? That's crazy. From Snatch.
Yeah.
Evan.
Is he Gary the Nose?
Dude, and boxing.
It's a great pull.
Your dad's taking you to an unlicensed boxing match?
I mean, I think it was sanctioned. I mean, I don't think Dana White was there or nothing. But yeah, it was like an amateur box. See if they had, like an amateur boxing match.
Roy Jones Jr. fought there in 2013.
Oh,
There you go.
all right.
But we couldn't get in. The tickets were bunkers, so we had bad tickets. We couldn't get in. It was pouring rain.
Private night tonight, chaps.
Come on, I got my kid here. Just let us the fuck in. But it was my dad, me, my brother, another guy, my brother, you know what I mean? It was like a group of kids and dads and kids.
I realized as a divorced kid, you spent a lot of time with your dad and one of his boys.
Yeah, but they weren't my dad's boys. They were my brother's friends'
Okay.
dads.
But you did spend a lot of time
oh yeah,
with people like Jerry.
with the boys.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we would sit at the office and drink beers before everybody left. It was great.
Jerry's picking you up from school.
There was Sam, Greg.
They're all at your games watching you. Go ahead, Kevin. Little fat ass out there in the head with a soccer ball.
Yeah, it was Sam, Greg. I mean, it was all just dudes. Jimmy and Jerry, they were connected at the hip. Surprised Jimmy wasn't on the job with us. Jerry and Jimmy were at the hip. And I would love to say all their last names because they're all just such Philly dirtbag names. But I don't, I haven't talked to these guys in fucking 30 years.
I feel like there's a Kozlowski in there somewhere.
That's a lot. It's a lot of that kind
Yeah.
of, It's a lot of the names you would go.
Jimmy
that's-
McDonough, Jerry Kozlowski. Jimmy and Jerry. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were inseparable, Jimmy and Jerry.
That's all right.
But yeah. All right.
Fucking dirtball.
But we didn't get in, so then I forgot we didn't get into the fights. So we went to not Georgine's. Georgine's is where the Comedy Works is. Gyro's down there. It's closed now. I've mentioned Gyro's before. It was like an Independent Fridays. Oh, friggin' right. That's where my dad. Never mind. We'll get into it. This is a Dan Senior, a heavy Dan Senior episode.
It's a family show.
All right, this one's from Ethan. Never had one read. Is it garbage if I owe the tollway $2,500 plus?
Shit.
I switch vehicles pretty often, so they haven't been able to deny my registration yet at the tax office. That's fucking crazy.
Holy fuck.
I mean,
he means going through tolls.
yeah, he's right. A lot of times it's the penalties and interest that get you on that.
$2,500.
I've owed more. I've owed that.
Jesus.
When the show was happening. Yeah, when this show was happening, I've owed that. Because during COVID, they waived it, and I didn't have Easy Pass.
They waived it as
They
in
waived tolls.
They did?
Yeah, because not everything was Easy Pass, and then I would have to pay cash because I didn't have Easy Pass.
Waived
so
it?
you weren't allowed to.
Right. Wait, waived it meaning
No
at a
toll.
later date, or just?
No, just no toll.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of.
So how did you owe?
I kind of let that roll for a year and a half or whatever. You know, what you want me to do? Then they started sending in registration suspension notices, and I started crying. I cried like a baby back bitch.
I need my car.
Yeah. Well, that was when you'd get like a fucking registration cancellation, staring down the barrel like a $2,200 charge. And I was making, I don't know, $1,200 a month. Had to cover rent. I think my wife paid that one. You're a good girl. Getting her pregnant's the least I can do.
Don't worry, I'll knock you up. Real class act you are.
All right, this one's from Mallory. $10 investor, never have one read. Is it classy or trashy after you were born, your grandmother rented the town prom limo to bring you and your parents home from the hospital? That's a good time. I don't think you can put a car seat in a limo, can you?
Yeah.
I guess in the back.
All the way in the front.
No.
In the back.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I guess that makes
there's
sense.
no seatbelts in the front. I think
Listen.
it's trash. All right,
Yeah,
you
stop. They weren't using fucking seatbelts, and they probably weren't using a goddamn car seat. The mom was holding that kid.
Probably breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Which were you breastfed or bottle fed?
I don't know. I'd have to ask
I
Patty.
don't know what I was either. What were they? I don't know what they were doing in the 70s and 80s.
I want to say probably breastfed. I'm going to find out.
No. I'll call her later. Yeah, I was just curious.
I would say breastfed.
Yeah.
I think I was a combo. You can because you can do both.
No,
yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think so.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
I thought you can't do both because then the kid don't want one or the other. That's what I thought I
I'm
heard.
sure.
I could be wrong.
Listen, I don't know nothing about. I'm sure you can. I might not be advised at all times, but I'm sure you can do it.
Yes, it's possible and often recommended to combine both.
Okay.
Why aren't we taking our lactation methods advice from Henry Foley? Oh, you can't do that. Saw it in a movie one time.
Just throwing it out there. Maybe that's why you're well balanced because you got both. I probably only got. I was thinking about where my deep seated instinctual love of milk comes from. Like when I drink milk, I have a reaction
It's the grossest thing I've ever seen. It gets in your beard.
I have a chemical reaction in my brain that I don't get with any other beverage.
I get that with Coors Light.
So maybe that's it.
Could be. I don't know.
God damn it.
All right, this one's from Brie Nutter Butter and Jelly. Listen, I've seen a lot of dirtbag moves. I've tried to help out my friends when I can. Letters of recommendation. I'll flub a W-2 or whatever to get someone an apartment
Sure.
or whatever.
Of course.
That's how I operate.
I've been a reference on many, many, many a job application.
And I think if you're a dirtbag and you have dirtbag friends, you need to fucking unite and help each other when you can to fight against the man.
Yo, by the way, just so you know, I put your name down as a reference. If anybody calls, you manage a restaurant called Skippy's, and I worked there between here and there, and I was a good employee. It's
gotta be
no problem.
That's got to be. I haven't done a job reference in quite a long time, but that's got to be hard to do.
Now?
Now everything's just Google. You can't be like you can't make up a place. And also the number, they could just call the number. Like, hey, I worked at fucking Garbanzo's on 2nd Street. And if that doesn't exist, they can find that out immediately. If it does exist, they can just Google it and have the real number to Garbanzo's.
Not a 312 number or something like that.
1-800. 1-800, I'm lying to you.
Ah, it sucks.
All right, but here it is. Write this down. This is great. Corporate life hack to help your homies.
Okay.
I've been pretty successful in my career. So for my old team members, people he used to work with, or his boys, or anybody, hourly people, whatever.
Gotcha.
His extended crew, Once a year or so, I use my position to write them offer letters with promises of more money. They take that to their current boss, different companies, whatever, and ask, hold on. They take that to their current boss and ask if their company can match the offer. Should the company not be able to match, my homies just tell them after a few days, I decided to stay with you out of loyalty, which usually results in some sort of pay increase.
Whoa.
Mind fucking blown.
First of all, solid
Great
fucking dude.
Dude, that's
Solid.
you're a dirtbag of the year. That is fucking amazing. Letting the boys wet their beaks. And it don't cost him nothing.
Fucking unbelievable.
Hey, listen, I'm making $50,000 a year. I just got an offer for 60. I love you. I love working here. I love the Colt, love the whatever. Just want to give you guys the option to match it. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I just want to let you know this is that.
That might be the most bulletproof dirtbag move I've ever heard in my life. Okay, listen.
That made me so happy, dude. That is the sickest move.
Like you said, hey, I decided, listen, it might be a good opportunity. I love what I do here. I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you considering it. I'm gonna go back to the office.
I'll be back at the desk.
Or they bang you out. Boom, here you go. 60. You know what?
We can't get to 60. We can do 57.5.
Perfect.
You know what? Dude, that's so sick.
Here's the other side of it. You're talking about being able to check it. Let's say they call. Yeah, this is
It's
so
him.
and so.
That's on that's on Garbanzo's letterhead. It's his name. It's technically a real offer.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just making that up.
Fuck, that's awesome.
That's so good, dude. I mean, like proper.
Who is this guy?
This is. I think it's a woman. I mean, Brie Nutter Butter and Jelly is the name.
I'm gonna have to get Bree in here. That's pretty good.
That's. I mean,
that's genius level.
Everybody should be. If you could do that, if you own a garage, if you can do it at any. What is?
That's paying
Yeah,
it
because
forward.
you kind of going with your tail between your legs a little. Not to between, but like, hey, listen, I'm not demanding this. I'm just saying, hey, I have an offer letter. I was out golfing with so-and-so. He liked me. I got this offer
Were
letter.
you looking for another job? You're not happy here?
No, not at all. I remember that golf tournament I went to with the O'Briens from, and Jerry and
Well,
Jimmy.
somehow that led to, do you know this guy? Yeah, would you have to tell him you work together?
Yeah,
or do you know?
You can say my old boss.
Just random. Oh, bingo! You don't need a backstory.
Yeah,
my old boss randomly reached out to me.
As you know, I used to work there. I used to work at Garbanzo's. They're trying to poach me back. I just giving you the heads up. I love it here. I'd like to give you the offer to match it or get close because I love what I do. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I just want to, unless you suck at your job and they go, get the fuck out of here.
That's pretty goddamn good, man.
It's very rare that
his brain's working overtime.
I just got approached.
Andrew Schultz just hit me up.
Expect my.
I would love to see you try.
Mr. Ryan D. hit you up.
Ryan D. Enterprises.
That's great. Shout out to Bree.
That's amazing. What a fucking way. We got to wrap it up. What a way to end it. Take that and fucking rip off corporate America if you can.
That's a goddamn home run. Gang, we love you. We'll see you next week.
Peace.